Okay. Now it's too much load on my laptop, so you see. No, no, IT operational management. So this is also we have to go through once. So it is part of this one only facility management. But what is this IT operation management specifically issue? This function responsible for a daily operational activities. It means every day verify that your networking components are working or not, cables are working or not, your servers are working or not, storage is working or not. Okay. Any for example, your my laptop has a hard disk, and I will put lot of data in it. It may be full, it may be not working, or maybe need a backup, or maybe you want to store some data in an external hard disk, or maybe you want to delete some data like that. So daily operational, right? So daily we have to verify so how it is working. Maybe any maintenance, like you are using a bike, car, or anything. So daily you put a charging for your mobile phone. Okay, daily you check messages. So this is daily operationals need to be managed. IT infrastructure provide a centralized monitoring and control activities. What is this IT infrastructure? What is the meaning of this IT infrastructure? First we'll go to that point, then we'll go to the terminologies anyway. Generally, IT infrastructure, first part is servers, physical servers, and a operating system wise servers also. So what is this physical servers? Physical server or virtual server? No, I'm not going that one. I'm telling you physical or a hardware. So these hardware servers are nothing but a tower servers, um, rack servers, blade servers, like this. You see, I will show you here what is this. Okay, tower server. So go to the images. So we don't need everything. Just if you see, it is look like our desktop, right? Same. Our desktops means normal computers. How it is look like? It is also look like, because that is also desktop is also a tower. Nowadays we are using towers. Earlier we are using a actual desktop models, means like this. It is look like this one, but not this one. But these are the towers. Okay. So inside we have a motherboard, hard disk, CD-RAM, and other peripherals of a system is there. This is called a tower server. This is the rack. This is how it is look like rack. It means if you see a rack is like this. This is a complete set. If you see this is the complete set. You can able to get it. Okay, rack server. Rack server. This also contains a processor, RAM, storage devices, not a single hard disk, multiple hard disk. It is we can able to insert it, and we can put it in a like a rack wise. Not an individual one entire setup. We put it in a just like how you put a items in your rack, like that only we can put it. Another one is a blade. If you see this guy in the rack, he is putting a blade. Blade means it's a single server. I will select a blade directly. Blade means it is a single server. Each blade is a single server, and we put it in a single rack. So this is a rack and tower. Rack and a tower. So this is a tower server. This is a single rack, complete one rack completed. And here it is. So the left side one, the bigger one, is a blade server. Inside in that box, we have a lot of blades. Means each blade is a server. Each blade is a server. Okay. So sir, you are showing so many pictures by clicking very faster. So don't worry, very simple. Put it in a Google, tower server, blade server, rack server, okay, and then go to the images. Go to the images. You can also see. And this is a important picture actually. Is see if you closer. So what is inserting is a blade. Is inserting a blade into this data center. This is the data center is inserting a blade. Blade means itself as a server. See if you see type of server machines, tower server, rack server, blade server. Okay. So this is the picture. Yeah, if I copy, then it will take a lot of time to load. Okay. So this is the blade server. So physical servers. And these physical servers inside a data center. So what is this data center? What is this? A data center. This is how it is look like. These are the data centers. Data center means it contains servers, storage devices, networking devices, okay, security related devices, connections like a fiber optical cables, normal UTP STP cables also there. See the guy is sitting here is managing this data center. So what is a data center? Physical facility organized used to house their critical application and data. Data center designed based on a network of computing and storage resources enable delivery of shared applications and data. Okay. Key components of data center design include routers, switches, firewalls, storage, servers, and application delivery controls. See, it is a very good link, so you can go through that one also. Yeah, it look like a very good link. So I am putting in your WhatsApp only. Just go through once if you are free. Okay. So if I got a time, then I will give you a small introduction about data center also like this. Okay. So different type of physical servers. Okay. It meaning is sub. Okay. And main server operating systems we have to maintain. Server voices like Windows servers. 2000 current version is 2019. Okay. So I put a 2016, 2019, 2022 is about to come. Okay. So like this Windows servers from Windows NT onwards. Okay, Windows NT we are not using 2000, 2003, 2008, 2012. Okay, so this is new version 2016 and 2019 are still in the market. Next, another type of servers are Linux servers. Okay, the Linux means Red Hat, Red Hat from Red Hat RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, CentOS, Oracle Enterprise Linux, okay, Ubuntu, Ubuntu, Debian. These are Linux-based servers. Unix-based servers, okay, basically Sun Solaris, okay, HP hyphen UX, okay, IBM servers, IBM based server, AX kind of stuff, Z by OS. Okay, so different type of operating system and hardware based operating system kind of stuff is there. Okay, so and the next one is services. In IT infrastructure, services means server provide a service. Remember this point. Who is providing a service? server provide provide provides services. Okay, server provides services. Okay, server provide services. So what is the server and the services provided? So look at here. Normally Windows based system, Active Directory, domain controller. It is a mainly Windows based servers having this domain controller kind of stuff. Provide authentication service. Means you when your user login, so okay, so it will verify user and passwords. Authentication service, username, password authentication by Active Directory, user kind of stuff. DHCP server provide IP addresses to clients. What is DHCP server? You are getting IP address automatically, right? You are not configuring IP address in your mobile phone, laptops, or a desktop. You are not giving IP addresses. Manually, you have to give, but you are not giving. But someone is giving to your device, your mobile phone and all. How you are getting? Through DHCP server. Physically, it is maybe in your environment or not, but you are getting IP from DHCP server. If you have a Wi-Fi router in your home, if you have a Wi-Fi router, automatically you are getting IP address from Wi-Fi router only. If you are become a hotspot, for example, you are want to share a internet from your mobile to others using hotspot, right? So other mobile means your friend mobile or someone's mobile getting internet from your mobile, but your mobile is working as a DHCP server, means you are from your mobile phone to your friend's mobile will get a IP address. Okay, so DHCP server provide IP addresses to clients. Okay, remember that one. Next, DNS servers. DNS servers provide name to IP address mapping. Okay, so whenever you given a name and you will get a IP address. Example, when you type google.com, you get a google.com IP address. Okay, so server provider services, these are the different servers. VPN server provide remote access service. Okay, and tell me if you know anything. You know WDS, it is Windows Deployment Service. So maybe Windows deploy deployment service server actually. It's okay. It install operating system through network. You can normally you want to install operating system in a any laptop or desktop. You have to connect a pen drive or put a CD-ROM. But through network, we can install a operating system using WSCS. WDS. Okay. SCS is a update server. Updates client PCs to network. Okay. RDS or a remote desktop servers, storage servers. Okay. It will give how to store a data in it, how to access a storage kind of stuff. So these are a servers and storage things. We'll go for it. Next, infrastructure means network components. So what are the network components in our infrastructure? Mainly routers. What router use? Root, root, network. So router actually say best path selection to reach destination. Okay, so you are trying to open a google.com, facebook.com, or maybe go to meeting.com, whatsapp.com, w3schools.com, tutorialspoint.com, youtube.com. You have to reach, right? So you are open a website means there is a web server. It won't be there in your city, in your village, right? It will be there in a somewhere. Maybe it is in a new delhi, it may be in a bangalore, it may be in a chennai, it can be in a singapore, it can be in a malaysia, it can be in australia, it can be san jose, it can be in a new jersey. Anywhere in the world the server can be located. But how to reach it? I am here in Visakhapatnam, I want to reach pune. How to reach it? So is one part. Another, I have to go to hyderabad to pune, or hyderabad to, sorry, visakhapatnam to chennai to pune, visakhapatnam to bangalore to pune, visakhapatnam to mumbai to pune. Okay, visakhapatnam to bhopal to pune. So which path? Okay, so best path selection. So how to reach the destination? Router will tell you how to reach the destination. Usually routers used in a WAN communication. Okay. Next one is the switches. Is anybody asking question? So why you are open a Jambox here? Jamboard. Okay. Switch. What is this switch? Switch we are using switches we use in a LAN communication mainly. Okay. No WAN communication is basically LAN communication to connect devices. You know, simple LAN communication. Okay, to connect devices, not a device, it's a devices. That's simple LAN communication purpose. So that is the switches. So routers we use for a outside connections. Modems, okay. Modem, modulator, demodulator, modulator, demodulator. The name is came from modems is modulator and demodulator. In generally, in our PCs generate a digital signals. All our PCs communicate each other in within the LAN is a digital signals only. Actually, say yeah, digital signals only, not analog signals. Okay, not a direct. Okay, okay. We say digital signals only. So it converts digital signals to analog signals, vice versa. means the work also it will do. So when you are sending, you convert into analog and send through the thing. When you are sending, okay, convert into analog, okay, convert into analog, send through telephone cables. Okay. So when you receive, okay, when you receive, it converts into digital and send through our LAN means network. Okay. So modulator and demodulator. Usually we connect using a modulator. We use for a internet purpose only. So usually for purpose is internet access purpose only. Nowadays routers are inbuilt with a modems. We are using a modems, right? So Wi-Fi routers. So Wi-Fi is router only for within the LAN purpose only. Actually, it is not a public LAN, but it is comes with the modems. So it is a modem plus Wi-Fi router. Wi-Fi part is for a WLAN purpose, and connection purpose is modem purpose. Means it will work. So one device having a modem plus Wi-Fi router also. Pure Wi-Fi router means only LAN connection. Okay. So Wi-Fi routers in a home Wi-Fi routers. Okay, that is a WLAN purpose. Means in a LAN, wireless LAN. What is a WLAN? Wireless LAN. Okay. So LAN, WAN, MAN we will see once again, but understand the networking terminologies. Of course, hubs are so there, but I'm going with the cables. Different type of cables we use. Okay. So one is a fiber optical. Fiber optical cables. Okay, so why we are using very high speed data transmission. Okay, very high speed data transmission. Okay. Next one is UTP or STP, normal copper cables. This is actually copper based cables. Okay, copper based cables. So usually for LAN LAN purpose. Okay, so LAN communication means small area communication, local area network. So small area network, lesser speed. So okay, LAN connection. So mainly it is less than 100 meters. Support is less than 100 meters. Okay, so again fiber optical. One more point is important: long distance. Some people will get wrong guidelines, that is we are getting a internet from satellites. We don't get internet from satellites, we get internet from fiber optical cables. Okay, how it is look like, you can type in a Google fiber optical globe. So put a globe, fiber optic globe or a globe global so many others. So there is a website is also there. So you can go through that website and you can find how they are connected, and go to the terminologies also. The terminologies are always important. Always it is will give you the globe. It is giving a globe symbol. This is the symbol we need. So globally, how fiber optical cables are connected. Okay, continent to continent, like from India to Thailand, China, Mumbai. See, it is, you can see all other places like Dubai. We are connected. Okay, you can go to direct. See, any site you can go. So then you will get some idea. So how they will get to Sydney. This is Australia, right? Australia to Singapore and Malaysia. They are connected. This is India. India to Malaysia, Singapore. Like that, we will connect. See, here it is. Okay. So main cities in India are connected, and also it is connected to outside like this. Okay. So that is how fiber optic cables are connected. Very long distance communication. Not only a long distance, very long distance communication also we use it. Okay. So normal cables, UTP, STP cables. So I will see that one picture also. Um, Fiber. So these are a fiber optical cables. You can see these are a fiber optical cables are look like. In general, if you are having a geo internet or like that, so you'll get this kind of cables. They're inserted in your home like this. Okay, it is a, the cost wise is very high. Okay, in a shorter distance, cost is high. Longer distance, cost is low. Okay, that's the difference. And very high speed communication, light speed, no electromagnetic interference on the cables also. Okay, so compulsory no. So what it is? Next is UTP or STP cables. Both are same. Only is shielding is different. This is copper based UTP and STP cables, twisted pair cables. Twisted pair cables. You can see these cables for a shorter distance communication. Okay, like a LAN communication, maximum 1 Gbps speed you will get it. Okay, like this. Cat 6 is a generally we are using Cat 6 cable. Different color formats are there. So based on what cable we are using, to which cable, which devices we are connecting, laptop to laptop, desktop to desktop, laptop to desktop, or your computer to router, computer to switch, switch to switch, switch to router. So which device to which device you are connecting. So like that we can. So the, if you see this is a point we are connecting. So if you see this thing, this we call it as a RJ45 connectors. RJ45 connectors. We use, here it is, RJ45 connectors. Yes, it's why my I didn't idea put an idea for this one, but I try to cover all the devices, given a easy idea. Okay, so what are the servers? Physical servers and operating system wise servers, and servers and their services means, we get a service means internet service or other services. It's not like that. It is totally IT different type of servers and their services like a DHCP service, DNS services, VPN service like remote access services, deployment services, SES service, storage services. Not only this, there is a so many type of servers and services also there. Forget one more very important. It is mail server. Okay, provide mail services. Okay, mail servers. Different type of mail servers also there, which provide a mail services. Like that. Different networking components like routers, switches, modems are main components of networking. Next one is your Wi-Fi routers, usually for a wireless LAN kind of stuff. Nowadays we have a modem plus Wi-Fi routers are there. That's why we are getting internet. Okay, modems are mainly for internet access purpose only. Next, fiber optic cables are very high speed data transmission. So usually in a server side we use it. And another one is for a long distance communication, means continent to continent direct cable we are putting. UTP STP type of cables, unshielded twisted pair cables. Shielded twisted cables. The main content is copper there, and it is a twisted cables. So we use for a LAN communication purpose, and less than 100 meters. So we use RJ45, huh? RJ45, right? Wire type like this, RJ45 connectors, radio jack, and no, registered jack. Okay, coaxial cables are also there, but coaxial cables are not much using nowadays, but it is long distance communication. It's a copper based cables only. TV channels we are using. So still coaxial cables are using for a networking communication in some places, but not as a universal. Okay, universally for any LAN communications, currently we are using UTP STP cables, best for a small size organizations, means small distance communication. Long distance communication or very high speed data transmission requirement, fiber optical cables compulsory. Remember that one. Next one is different type of storage devices. Also we use it. So what are the different type of storages? Is like a normally hard disk. Okay, so we call it as a HDD. Okay, so different type of hard disks are there. PATA, SATA. So here it is. I want to tell about SATA. SATA is a very high speed data compared to PATA. SATA is a faster data read and write data transmission. So SATA 3 is one of the important version of SATA 3. Current version is SATA 3. It is a 6 GB. Have what I'm doing. SATA 3 6 GB PS. Okay. So compared to the PATA, SATA is a faster. SATA is faster, lightweight, faster, and read and write also faster. Okay, faster than SATA type of hard disk. Okay, so next, so yeah, we put a points here. It will cover so many things. Okay, next, SATA use 40 pin connector. SATA whereas 7 pin connector for data transmission purpose. For data transmission. Okay, or data cable data cable is 40 pin in a PATA. SATA is a faster than SATA 10. Example, SATA 3 current version is 6 CBP. Yes. So another type of storage devices we use it. The storage device we use is a CD-ROM. Okay, we use a CD-ROM. CD-ROM is around 700 MB size. Next, optical drive is DVD. DVD generally size is 4.7 GB, but it is once we given a data, so we cannot able to change it. Okay, so but it's only for storing permanently, so no, without any disturbance or a backup purpose only. Okay, another one is a DAC. that storage is used for a backup storage purpose. Okay. So that storage is used for a that. Another one is the same that also we call it as a digital. So actually that means digital audio tapes. Okay, this is also called as digital audio tapes. Also we call as a digital storage kind of stuff, DSS kind of stuff. Also we call that one. Okay, so main purpose is it's a magnetic tape, no? So that's why we store it's backup. It's cheaper. Okay. Next one is SSD, solid state devices. Okay, solid state devices. So what is this solid state devices? It is faster. Again, it is faster than normal hard disk. It's faster than normal hard disk. In SSDs, you have a SATA type hard SSD, and in SSDs there is a NVMe type, non-volatile memory, NVMe type. It is also M.2 type. Okay, so they said okay. So SATA is not this is not much speed. Okay, but this is the very high speed data transmission. Read and write is very high. Important in SSDs, no loose parts. What happening to this? No loose parts. As a hard disk having a loose parts. Okay, so very light, light weight, very lightweight, small in size. Okay, small in size. Important thing is costly than hard disk. Okay, it is a costlier than hard disk. So we use a SATA SSD with SATA SSDs is there. So it is basically uh, SATA 3 type only. So data transmission is 6 Gbps. And if you go to this SSD, this is how it is look like. Okay, so ssds are there from so many years. Okay, but it is recently developed with a bigger size. It is costly compared to normal hard disk. If you take a normal hard disk, see, it is a 2 terabyte of hard disk, normal hard disk. Okay, it's a 3869 rupees, very cheaper nowadays. Okay, it's suddenly priced up, I think. But if you compare, see, this is 3800. This is a 3900 for a 480 GB SATA NAND hard disk SSD. This is SSD. This is hard disk. See, almost like a one fourth cost, one fourth, four times costlier than a hard disk. This is also called NAND, NAND SATA. Okay, so I'm going with some NAND SATA here like this. Okay, so this is SATA interface. This is the SATA interface only. Normally, if you have a laptop hard disk and you want to replace your laptop hard disk with a this hard disk, you can able easily replace it. Okay, you can easily replace it. No, you don't require any extra mechanism. And also you can see that the speed of a um, This is the speed usually general speed. It's not a standard speed. Depends upon a one to another one. Don't have loose parts because no magnetic material and all, no electromagnetic interference on it. This is one type of SSD. Another type of SSD. So if you see here, it is SATA NAND. Okay, NAND type. Okay, normal SATA interface is there, but there is a certain SSDs are there. If you go to that one, so you can see this is a NVMe M.2, NVMe M.2. Okay, so this is another type of SSDs like this. You can see directly you can insert into on our motherboard. It is much faster than a normal SSDs, SATA type of SSDs. Okay, of course I'm searching for a. Okay, this is okay. I will try. Okay, so you can see this is NVMe 500 GB. 500 GB cost is this one. Okay, I can get a 2 terabyte of hard disk, but read and write faster. It is faster in a read and write. So it is for suitable for operating system and applications. You can store games if you want for play game players. Okay, faster loading application. We need a some application. You need a compulsory very fast loading is important. Like that, fast loading games, fast loading data is required. So then it is suitable. Okay, not for not for data store, regular data store, regular, not for regular data store. Okay, not for a regular data store. So what is the regular data store? Your pictures, selfies, your TikTok videos, movies, songs. Not required because it's just costlier, so unnecessarily you are putting your unnecessary your videos and all kind of stuff. It full automatically, it is cost. Again, you have to invest more money on it. Okay, once you purchase it, you cannot remove and all kind of stuff. So better to buy any external hard disk and store data into your external hard disk, or maybe take a two hard disk. So one is SSD only for operating system and all. Even in server also they put a SSD only for operating system and application service purpose only, and they put a things into separate way. So this is SSD. Storage devices, hard disk, CD-ROM, DVD. That is a digital audio tapes. Main purpose is store the backups only. SSDs mainly purpose is for operating system and application faster than normal hard disk, normal sort of hard disk. Okay, and costlier than a hard disk. And there is a two type of SSDs: NVMe, non-volatile memory, a type of hard disk. It is, and no loose parts. You can carry any place. It is very lightweight. No magnetic effect on it. Okay, so this is about your storage devices. Anything I'm missing? Yeah, so we'll conclude this. Okay, routers, switches. So routers are best was selection. Enter networking, your internet. So leave it. Okay, servers, services, networking components, cables. Okay, so in networking services, we'll go to firewalls. So what is a firewall? Anybody knows? It protects. Very good. Protects our systems or network from unauthorized access. Okay, that is a firewall. VPN, virtual private network. Virtual private network. So, what is a VPN? Virtual private network provide access from internet to corporate network through internet only. Okay. Normally, you need a dedicated lines. Without using a dedicated lines, you can access. Leased lines. Dedicated lines are a leased line means, for example, my office in Hyderabad and my remote office is in somewhere like my office in Hyderabad, my remote office in Delhi. Okay, my branch is in Pune. Now I want to work with Hyderabad office, or maybe I came to home and sorry, I have to work from the Pune office. My infrastructure servers are in a Hyderabad office. I have to work from the Pune office. So what would they will do? They'll take a leased lines, means a dedicated connections through service provider. So they talk to service provider. So we need a direct connection. So which is look like a direct connection. So they will directly communicate from Pune server to Hyderabad server. They will communicate directly. So that is dedicated lines. Okay, but I cannot. I am on a, last 2 years we have a corona season. So what to do? So last year and this year, so we have a corona season. So what people are doing? So they are working from a home. So either you access directly from your LAN network, or you should access through dedicated lines or leased lines you have to access. But both are not available because you may sit in your home or anybody's home, so no one knows. Okay, so what to do? So they created a VPN. So what is this VPN? It is a gateway between your corporate network and internet. So through internet you can access your servers in your main office, head office, and you can work on it very simply. Oh, no trying here, very good. This is my main corporate network. So I have a servers here, routers are there, my web server, application server, so many things in here only. Now I want to access, but from through internet only. Okay, if you I given a access through internet directly, what will happen? Someone will attack, because if you can able to enter into the your own network directly, so anybody can enter, right? So anybody can get a access permission. It is information very dangerous. So what I will do, I'll put a gateway server. So what is this server? It is VPN server, virtual private network server. User will connect to VPN. VPN server verify user is a correct username, correct password, and some authentication. Okay, this user is allowed to access. Then it allow user to access. What it will do? It make this entire line as a private. So no other user can able to tap or hack your network. Actually, we can say tap. Okay, so they can't tap you, so they can't enter into your network. That is called tapping the network. So they can't enter into your communication between you and your corporate network. So they can't enter because it is completely encrypted. Even if anybody knows some communication is going on, they can't read your data because it is encrypted. They encrypt the device, encrypt the communication. And VPN use tunnels. Okay, so then no one knows there is a communication is going on. Even though they know there is a communication going on, it is encrypted, so people cannot read your data. And unauthorized user cannot enter into your corporate network because of VPN will verify your user identity and tunneling protocol and other aspects. So obviously you cannot enter directly. So there is a highly secured network access to the VPN to your corporate network. I have to access this server from here. I can access through VPN, virtual private network. So the meaning itself, through internet you can access your corporate network, but through VPN server only. Okay, by authentication of VPN server. So VPN server provide a virtual tunneling network technique to communicate your corporate network. So this is so many words I use it. Very simple. Work from home. So how do you do work from home? It means you sitting in your laptop through internet. You can access your corporate, your office network. Means that servers and all you can able to access it. That is how it is possible using VPN server. VPN. So you connect a VPN server. VPN server authenticate your username and password and your protocols. Okay, it allow access your corporate network by creating a virtual tunnel. By creating a virtual tunnel and encrypt the data. So that is VPN. Very big one, right? Or a small one. This is actually it's a very good line, as I said. I can't type also when user want to access the server or application, whatever it is, server or application in the head office, for example. Okay, so in the head office from to internet. Okay, so how it is possible? He can able to access with a VPN server by the help of VPN server. Using help of VPN server, you can able to access. Okay, user connects VPN server. VPN server verify username and password. Okay, VPN server verify username, password, and tunneling protocols tunneling protocols and encryption. Right. So different type of encryptions. Okay. Then VPN server. Then VPN server establish establish. Last one, guys. Last one. This is the last one. Okay. So I don't go further. So this is the last one for today. So don't worry. So VPN server establish connection between user and corporate network by using tunnel protocol and encrypt the communication. So the entire communication is secure. Okay, secure. So what is this tunnel protocols? What is this tunneling protocols or tunnel protocols? Okay, so that is called a TP, point to point tunneling protocol. Okay, S2TP. Okay, secured socket layer tunneling protocol, SLTP, S2TP, PPTP. Sorry, secure socket, SSTP, L2TP, layer 2 tunneling protocol, layer 2 tunneling protocol, layer 2 tunneling protocol, GRE. Okay, so like this, IKE. So like this, these are some tunneling protocols are there. So these are the main protocols: point-to-point tunneling protocol, SSH, secure socket tunneling protocols. Okay, so we'll see that SSTP. Okay, secure socket tunneling protocols. Like that, you can PPTP, point-to-point tunneling protocols. Okay, so VPN tunneling protocols. Yeah, here it is better. L2TP also called as IPsec. So main important of this on VPNC: tunneling, encryption, key exchange, and kill switch. I told only 2 points. One is a tunneling protocols, another one is a encryption. Of course, key exchange is also there. Like you have to put a key and there is a key like that. Okay, L2TP, SSTP, like that. These are main protocols. IKE is also there. Why it is not showing? GRE. GRE is one of the tunneling. GRE tunneling protocol. IKE is an encryption mode, I think. The Internet Key Exchange version 2. This is a not a tunneling protocol. It is for a security purpose only. Okay. MS Sharp version 2. These are key exchanging features like this. IPsec is also for a security purpose, access purpose. Okay. So this is a small thing about your VPN. So what is a VPN? Virtual Private Network. So when you are a user is want to access your corporate network, so they can access through VPN. So compulsory user authentication, password, and a tunneling protocol and encryption and key exchange is the main key points to give communication to a user. So user must take a permission before he is connecting through VPN. Okay, he must able to access, means only particular users can able to access VPN access. Okay, now the that is the VPN. Okay guys, so small conclusion. So what are we discussed today? So first of all, about a customers, we discussed about mainly customers. Okay, so first of all, public customer, we access any person buy a service or a goods, so he become a customer, and if he got an issue he will ask for an organization, so to get a help to solve his issues. Okay, so if he is a normal any regular user from outside is a public customer, and if is a person who is in the organization, within the organization, means service desk and the users are in the same organization, it is internal customer. If a user is in a different organization and you are supporting for a particular organizations, means an organization to organization support, that is called a external customers. And next one is at service desk. What is service desk? Single point of contact to meet a communication between to meet the communication needs of both user and IT employees. If a user having an issue, he has to contact IT employees for a help, but he don't know how to contact IT employees. He has to contact through service desk only. That's why service desk is a single point of contact. These IT employees are IT technicians, IT people who knows the technical related things. Okay, that's it. Next one is facility management. Actually, facility management will manage all the physical environment like a cooling system, building access, power supplies. Okay, authentication of users or employees are living and building. So other part we discuss is about IT operational. So routine daily maintenance of IT infrastructure is important to maintain your organization, and also we need a centralized monitoring. So tomorrow we'll discuss about what is this centralized monitoring and the terminologies in the service desk also. Here is what is IT infrastructure. A lot of people IT infrastructure will tell, but what it is. IT infrastructure means different type of servers we are using, like a physical servers, like a tower servers, rack servers, blade servers, and operating system based on a operating system servers like a Windows servers, Linux servers, Unix server, IBM servers, mainframe servers. So different type of servers are there. I given a only list of you services provided from the server. So what is the use of these servers is to give a certain services to the customers, right? Like authentication services, like Active Directory services or LDAP services. DHCP servers provide a IP address to the clients. DNS servers, whenever you open any website or a domain or you are communicating with the names, you will get a IP address according to it. So that is given by DNS servers. VPN server for a remote access purpose. Yes. So where is this chat box? Yeah, I will share this one. I will share this notepad. Don't worry. Okay, I will share this notepad. Okay, compulsory. So VPN servers for a remote access purpose, WDS service, WSUS services, mail servers, storage servers. Okay, so like this, so storage servers means NAS storages, SAN storage services, RAID storages, LVM storages. So mainly important is NAS and SAN, iSCSI storages. These are storages. NAS means NFS and TAFS. These are the protocols we use in NAS. Okay, so SAN, so just for a names for idea purpose. Mail servers, mail communication related one, and also in our infrastructure we use different components, networking components for supporting these services, routers, switches, modems, mainly for a network communication purpose. And also we use a different type of cables for a fiber optical UTP, STP cables and a coaxial kind of cables. UTP, STP cables generally we are using for our LAN communication mainly. Fiber optical for a long distance communication and high speed means server to server communication, server to storage communication, and internet like a one building to another building or a one continent to another continent thing. Firewall also we are using for protect our systems and network from unauthorized attacks. And also we use a VPN access, mainly VPN. Nowadays we are working from a home. So how to access a remote infrastructure? So through easily without having any leisure lines or a dedicated lines from our office or a home. So using a VPN is sitting in intermediate between our corporate network and outside of a corporate network like a internet. Okay, so what is this VPN? So when our user want to access the corporate network, VPN verify user name and passwords and tunneling protocols and encryption methods and make sure that user is in a correct order, so then it will allow user access the corporate network and application in the network like that. Okay, so why this is, it is will what is VPN? Virtual private network. So we access our corporate network through directly our public internet is a public one, but in a public network, so it will create a path like a you are accessing through private network, like a you are accessing through private network using tunneling protocols, different tunneling protocols, PPTP, SSTP, L2TP, GRE, like that. And storage devices are also there. So I am not didn't written about SAN and NAS here again, but I written so hard disk, SATA, PATA, hard disk. SATA is a faster than PATA. It is very simple to remember. CD-ROMs, DVD-ROMs for a permanent data storage purpose only, not for a reading and writing again and again. And that is for a backup purposes. You can store the backup of your data into the DATs. So DASS also there, digital audio storage types, digital storage services type names also there. But basically, it is a DAT only. Okay, and next one is a solid state drives. Is nowadays we are mostly we are using for a laptops for a lightweight and less power consumption. It is a lightweight and a less power consumption, but is costlier than hard disk. It is faster than normal hard disk. Okay, okay, normal SATA hard disk. Normal hard disk, it is very easy. No loose parts, very lightweight and very small in sizes, and you can less power consumption. Less power consumptions, costlier than a hard disk, but problem is it is costlier than a hard disk. So that is a con in this one. That is the thing. And there is a two type of SSDs, NAND SATA type, and another SSD is a NAND NVMe type. So this is a SATA interface directly. Instead of your laptop hard disk, you can insert a SSD directly. Okay, and it is SATA because it's a SATA 3 interface we are using generally. If you see, the read and write speed is like this, but NVMe is a much faster than a SATA. NVMe type of hard SSD is a faster than SSD with a SATA. So, and what is the use of this SSD? Because it's a costlier, better only for faster booting experience. So, store the operating system and application purpose only, not for regular data storages purpose. So, this is what we discussed from morning. So that's it, guys. So that's for it today. Tomorrow again meet at a 10 or a 10:15. So start by 10. So by 10:15, mostly I will start the class because I'm giving a 15 minutes barrier. So if any changes, I will inform guarantee. Any changes, I'll inform guarantee, and also I will share some YouTube videos. And when you have a time or no time, just make a time and do it. So within the last time we can't explain everything. So better go forward. Okay, that's it. Bye bye.